This is a table of sales data with messy formatting, and it's similar to what finance teams receive all the time. We have a title at the top above the headers, we have unwanted characters in our sales, we have a sum at the bottom which we don't want, our dates are as text, and we have missing data. Now, yes, you can clean all this manually. What happens if you get similar formatted files every week or every month? You'd be redoing the same formatting each time. Power Query fixes this. You load it into Power Query, you make your changes, and it's saved and automatically replied every time you refresh your data. I'm a CPA with 20 years in commercial finance. Even today, the biggest time waster is manual cleaning of data to get the data analysis ready. But Power Query fixes this. You do it once, it's saved, and you just refresh the data and it's ready to go every time. Now, this is synthetic data, it's made up. We're going to clean this with Power Query using Claude to make sure we don't miss any steps. And this is important. Never put your employer's data into an AI tool without you checking your IT policy first. Now, if you want to follow along, I've put this file into my Google Drive. The link's in the description. Just click, download, and follow along. Okay, so looking at our sheet, we have our rows up here. We have our dates we need to fix. We also have our net sales with that unwanted dollar sign so they can't add up. We are missing some sales reps, and we also have our total at the bottom we don't want. Now, this is what we can see. But what I'm going to do is bring in Claude into our file and ask it if this is all the steps we need to do, just in case we've missed anything. So I'm asking Claude to make sure that we've covered all the steps in Power Query to get this data set analysis ready. Okay, so Claude has given us what it thinks. So this is what's wrong with our data set. We know about the title row. Our net sales is stored as text because we have the dollar sign in there. Now, interesting, it's found trailing white space in text fields. So we'll look at one to show you what that means. So QSR, chain A. So I've double clicked in the cell to go to the end of the text. As you can see, the text isn't the end of the text, there's a space. Now you can't see that, but this is important because if you're going to try and merge this data set into another data set and that name doesn't have a space in the other data set, the data won't know that it's the same name. It will treat them differently and your analysis will not work. So this is important. So that's great that Claude picked that up because we can't see that just looking at the data. Okay, we know about the missing sales rep and we know about the dates formatted as text. Great, so interestingly, it didn't pick up the sum. So we know something else that we need to do that didn't come in with Claude's steps, which is interesting. Great, so we're ready to clean the data. So the first thing to do is open a blank workbook. We actually need to bring the data in via Power Query to clean it. So to bring in the data into Power Query, you go into Excel in the data menu, get data from a file in this instance because we're doing it from an Excel file, an Excel workbook. Okay, so you choose your file and you import it. Now we click on sheet 1 because that's the only sheet in the workbook and that's the data set we were looking at. Now you don't press load. If you press load, it will bring in with all the issues. So we want to transform the data. So Power Query has now opened the editor. It's brought in our data from our Excel file. Now across the top, you can see our menus for changing the data and making transformations. On the right, you can see applied steps. This is what we're doing to the data. Now the source is always at the top. It's where the data's come from. So you can click on the gears and it will show you where your file's saved. Navigation is just showing you the data it's brought in. Now Power Query has actually automatically applied promote headers, so it's put that title up the top and it's changed some data types. Now we don't want that, we're going to delete those two. So we're actually back to our original data set in Power Query. Now the first thing we do is want to get rid of these top 2 rows. In the Home tab we have remove rows, so we drop down and we want to remove the top rows. So we say we want to remove the top 2 rows. Now they're gone. Now we also, remember, we want to delete the bottom row because it has that total in it that we don't want to keep. So again, remove bottom rows and 1 row. So now we've removed those top 2 blank rows and the bottom sum row. So we want to put this row 1 into our headers. So in Transform, you use first row as headers. So what it's done is put the row 1 into headers, but it's also changed our data types. Now this could be fine, but what I want you to do is delete that because I want to go through this manually so you see the steps taken. So if you ever need to do it without doing it automatically, you can. So we'll just delete that. So going across the columns, the first one is our date. Now if you click on the type, there's a date. Now if you click on this, it will automatically update the date to the settings in your Excel. So as you can see, I'm in Australia, this is Australian format, but it will update to your settings. If we go across to the numeric fields, here we have total kilos. Now we want this to be a decimal number, so you drop down and choose decimal. Now with our net sales, you can see we have our dollar signs. We don't want that. We just want numbers, and we're going to remove the dollar signs. Now this can be done for any symbol or comma or colon or whatever you need. You can remove anything that is in the field. So to do that, you can either choose replace values up here or right click and choose replace values on the column. We replace the dollar and we want to get rid of it. So we're replacing it with nothing. So we press OK. And there we're just left with our dollars. Now our prime is going to be currency. Sorry, our net sales is going to be currency. So is our prime. And all of our costs are actually going to be currency. Okay, so I think that's all our data types updated. Great, so now we can move on to our missing sales reps, our nulls. Now when you have missing data, there's 2 options. You can replace the missing data or you can delete the rows. Now deleting data is not ideal unless there's a strong reason to do it. You shouldn't do it. What I'm going to do here is replace null with unassigned. And this has actually happened in my real job. What I want this to do is highlight where the sales reps haven't actually put their name on the customers. So we're going to right click and press replace values. And instead of null, we're going to do unassigned. So this will prompt them to go and do that. So we want to actually show these rows. Okay, and lastly, we have to deal with those extra spaces at the end of the text. So it was definitely in custom name. So if you right click and go to transform, you'll see these options. Trim takes away white space, but when there's these issues, it's also good to apply clean. These 2 together pretty much fix most text issues. Just in case, we're going to do product name as well. And if there weren't any product name, there'll be nothing wrong. It's just making sure that they're clean. Okay, so we've done all our transformations, all our steps are here. Now the best thing to do is rename the sheet. And here you go, you can see that it's renamed. Now, if you bring in other sheets such as budgets or whatnot, you rename them and then it's a lot easier to manage your data. If you just had sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, it becomes very confusing very quickly. So from home, we'll do close and load. Okay, so Power Query has loaded our clean data into Excel as a table named the name we named it. Now we can see our dates are in the correct format. Our net sales can now be summed because we don't have that dollar sign in there. Likewise, the total's gone and everything looks great. But just to confirm, I'm going to bring in Claude again and ask if there's anything else we've missed. Just asking it to check if there's any other issues. Okay, so Claude has done a check and the structural integrity is clean. When I checked, all data is clean, which is great. It's just giving us, it's telling us the sales reps unassigned, which you know about, and asking if we want more transformations, which we don't right now. There we have it. We use Power Query to apply those formatting transformations to get our data analysis ready. Now, this is saved and you can refresh the data whenever new data is coming in. This is a pretty simple example. It was one file with one sheet. In real life, you're probably going to have multiple sheets. For example, if you have weekly or monthly sales downloads, you would refresh a whole folder. I'm going to do that in another video. And in the next video, we're going to use this exact data set that we've cleaned to create a sales dashboard in Power BI. So if you want to build your data skills, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.